Hello, people. Hola, hola. Well, you have to. Oh, or you just fast forwarded. Hey guys, Nicole Cooper here. Thank you for joining in with Chloe peeping around the corner. I'm gonna give a few minutes to hop on, but hello, Nicole Cooper is here joining with you guys. And tag somebody, tag some entrepreneurs, tag some business owners and people who you know are wanting to take their business to the next level. I am, for those of you who don't know, a lot of times y'all don't even know what I do. I'm always hopping on doing like motivational stuff. But I'm actually an online business development strategist, and I help people learn how to create their own path to get to the results that they want in their business, and how to add more monetization streams, more income streams into their business that are on automation. And so my lips look so chapped. And so I'm going to hop on here really quick and talk to you guys from a business standpoint really briefly, and have some great news, a lot of things brewing in the background. And I'm going to begin to do a lot more stuff publicly to start working with business owners and people wanting to get their businesses started, get their businesses growing, get their businesses profitable. So hello, tag some entrepreneurs, tag some wannapreneurs, tag these online business owners, and let them know that they need to hop on. And just a couple things I want to cover really quick. Please inbox me. Okay, Amika, see if you can inbox me. Just shoot a message over and I'll look for it when I'm done. So we are in the car with the fam. There goes the hubsters and the kiddos. Y'all say hi. We are headed over to the beach today. Get some beach time with the familia. And I wanted to hop on really quickly because in the next couple of weeks, guys, I'm going to be rolling out some things to really help business owners and entrepreneurs and wannapreneurs. Many of you are wannapreneur. I want to open up a business. I want to launch a business. I want to work from home. I want to create success. And a lot of you don't know where to start and where to go with your business. Another thing too is it's so much noise on the internet. Everybody got a strategy. Everybody got a system. Everybody got a 7 steps to you being a millionaire overnight. And the reality is so many of you guys are I don't want to say you're clueless, but I do want to say you have no idea where to focus, right? You're overwhelmed with just like so many different things coming at you. This strategy, that strategy, join this group, that group, and join this business and that business, and do this, do that. And there's just noise. And it's to the point where you don't even know how to hear your own thoughts. And so I'm going to talk to you guys today really briefly about just some key things to help you get your business going, and also share with you something that I'm working on. Carson in the background. Something that I'm working on and I'm opening up because I want to become a mentor of sorts to help you guys really get some clarity in your business. Turn that down, babe. To help you guys get some clarity in your business, and to, hey Miranda, hey everybody, good to see you. Help you get some clarity in your business, but to help you create what I call your own focus path. I'm releasing something next week called the Focus Formula. And focus, guys, FOCUS, stands for follow one course until successful. And the reality is, guys, is that it's hard to do that, right? It's like you get so many ideas, you get so many opportunities coming at you. They all sound like great ideas. They all sound like great opportunities. And they all seem like they can make you a lot of money. And so what tends to happen is most of us are jumping on this idea and jumping on that idea. And we're going with we're following this leader and that expert and this millionaire and that person. And we have we're trying to launch an Amazon store, and then we're trying to launch a blog, and then we're joining a network marketing business, and then we're becoming a certified something else. And then we got a side hustle where we cook on the weekends. And I mean, we just doing a lot. And the crazy thing is we do a lot and make hardly any money. You're spread so thin that you're not not producing any real direction, progress, or income because of that unnecessary expansion of yourself, right? Trying to do too much. And so what I had that issue. My husband was like, do you know how much you've worn me out over the years with all your ideas? And I'm like, there's no way. They were all great. He's like, but yeah, but like they kept changing. I don't know where to keep up, right? Is that true, honey?
Plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth. So I want to help create more clarity in our industry of entrepreneurship and help to suppress the noise. So I'll be releasing a focus formula next week, so stay tuned for that. It's we're putting the finishing touches. I'm so excited about that. But here's what I want to give you guys a few tips, and then I want to share with you guys an opportunity to work with me one-on-one, okay? An opportunity to work with me one-on-one. But one of the things that I really want to share with you guys is the importance of honoring your vision, right? You know, one of the things that I have done over the years is I've compromised my vision for money. Okay. So if an opportunity comes and it sounds like I can make a lot of money, and I know I'm good at making money, like that is a gift I got. I just got the gift, had the gift all my life. So I can take anything and turn it into income naturally. So whenever there's an opportunity that would come my way, I start doing the numbers. I'm like, oh, I could do that. I can make how much, how soon? Oh yeah, done. I'll do it. But a lot of times I have a vision over here. This opportunity is way over here. And I'm trying to convince myself that if I do this opportunity, it would allow me it will support my vision, right? So I would say, yeah, I'm going to do this, and this is going to produce the income that I need to help me get my vision going, right? So I start compromising this vision because of the money that I can make on this opportunity over here, right? How many of you have gone through that? Give me some likes, give me some feedback, talk to me if you've been in this place where you're compromising what you know you're supposed to be doing because something comes along and it looks so good, and you convince yourself that this distraction over here is going to support this vision over here. Let me see some feedback from you guys if you have been that person. No shame in your game. Yeah, Kenya, no. Look, Kenya is like one of my BFFs. Me and Kenya actually talked me to follow my vision. That's a whole nother story. Her and I will do we gotta do a live or something on that, Kenya. But anyway, so I've done that in the past, and let me tell you what that has done for me, guys. Let me tell you the pain in that, okay? The pain in chasing money and compromising your vision. What it makes you do is it pushes your start. So you have a start for your vision, and you have a finish line where you want to go, right? So you have a start, and then there's a finish. But there's this thing over here that looks so juicy. We call them the shiny object syndrome. It looks so juicy. It's a lot of opportunity. It's a lot of money. You know, the people are amazing. You get to network, this, that, and the other. You just have all these wonderful, trust me, it's a good opportunity. You have all these bonuses that are connected to it. But here's the deal that what we don't consider about our lives. When you start shifting your energy in this direction, you can't focus on these two at the same time. There's a quote out there that says you cannot chase two rabbits. Think about two rabbits in the woods, and they running for their life. And so you got to figure out which, am I going to get a rabbit to take home with me tonight? Just say you ate rabbits. I'm sorry, I hate to say that, right? But let's just say you were hunting rabbits. And you wanted to take home a rabbit for the night. If you really want to get a rabbit into your household, you got to choose what rabbit you're going to chase, because if you try to chase both of them, you will separate your energy, you will exhaust yourself, and you will end up not catching any. Okay? And so what happens when you chase this thing over here, your eyes completely come off of that vision, and you go way over here, and you do this little thing, you make your little money, you have a little fun, you have a little success. But guess what? This is going to come to an end. This is only going to have temporary gain, right? And it's going to have an expiration date. And when it expires, guess where you're going to start? You're going to start back here, but you're going to start at the beginning. So let's say this is your goal to get to your vision. This is where you were when you were getting started on your vision, but you chose to go in a different lane over here and try to work that lane. You might make it to the top, but you may not. I've made it to the top many a times got to the top and realized I done put my ladder against the wrong building, had to climb back down, go into the valley, and come here at the start button, the reset button for what I'm really supposed to be doing. And I have done that, I can't tell you how many times. And you know what happens over time is if you keep chasing this stuff over here, you're always going to be starting over from scratch if you're not in alignment with that vision. And so one of the key things that I really want you guys to begin to consider today is what is pulling and tugging on you. It has been doing so for years. You know, a lot of us spiritual people, we be like, I heard from the Lord, or the Lord told me, or God said, or the Lord gave me a vision, right? Like what that really means is that you keep seeing the same pictures mentally in your vision over and over again. That's how God speaks to us. He gives us visions, he gives us ideas, and when it comes in repetition, you're being reminded that, hey, this is what I've called you to do. So that's what people mean when they say the Lord told me, or the God spoke to me, or God showed me, or I had the whatever, the little deep spiritual talk. It just simply means that you have this vision that keeps popping up that you cannot ignore. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is write that thing down and really begin to ask yourself, why am I running away from it? Can I tell y'all why I was running away from mine? Y'all want to know the real hardcore truth? Okay, here's why I was running away from mine. The first reason why is because it would take some time to build, like time. And I wanted quick, fast results. I wanted instant results. And most of the stuff that I was chasing was fast money. So it was like, I really want to pursue what I really want to pursue, but it's going to take it's going to take some time to get it built. And I'd rather like come back to that later after I'd have made the money and I'll put in the time. But the truth be told, everything takes time, right? Even though things look good, doesn't mean that it's going to come easy. It's showing you the potential of what can happen, but that does not mean that that process is going to be overnight. There is no overnight process. Everything takes time. It's just a matter of you devoting it to it. But the number one reason for me was it's going to take a long time to make it happen. The second thing for me was, is it going to bring me the kind of money that I really want to make, right? Yeah, I like making money. Like, I don't like, you know, struggling financially and having to choose whether I'm going to, you know, pay bills or take a vacation. I want to pay bills and take a vacation. I want to, you know, I don't want to have limitations in my life. Yes, you want to do stuff soundly with wisdom and have budgets and, you know, don't blow your money, but I ain't trying to be broke, right? Don't nobody want to be broke. I ain't about that life at all. So a great deal of my delay was, am I going to really make money doing this? Is this going to be something that I'm passionate about, but it's not profitable? I'm very big on strategy. And sometimes, like, I'm a motivator. I'm naturally a motivator. And I was like, how motivation going to make me money? Right? Like, I'm naturally, and there's a ministry that's in me. And I would pray. I'll be talking to God like, God, I know you've called me to touch the people all over the world, but God, how that's going to make me some money? Like, I ain't lying. Those kind of conversations I have. Like, Lord, do I got to be a missionary? Am I going to have to get some support to, like, inspire your people? But God, I got a business degree. Can I just put my business degree to work and inspire your people, like, on the side? Can we work that out? Right? Like, it's real talk. It's real talk conversations. And so I just want y'all to understand that you're not alone in these crazy thoughts. But those are the two key things for me. It's going to take too long to make this happen. And then, is it going to really make me some money? So I started pushing those things to the side. But let me tell you what has happened as a result of delaying my destiny, right? Delaying is that it's so unfulfilling. Like, I chased these things, guys. Listen, made a heck of a lot of money. And you know, just had wonderful experiences. That's the beauty about God. God said he'll allow all things to work together for your good according to his will and purpose for you. So no matter how many dumb decisions you make, how many times you get off track, how many times you don't obey what God has called you to do, or you don't follow God's will, God's so amazing. He's still going to let it work in your favor. You know, he's still going to support you. He's still going to love on you. He's still going to have your back. He's still going to allow you to operate in favor in places. And so a lot of these times, guys, I've been in these businesses. I've been top earner or top, you know, one of the top females, traveling all over the country, speaking all over the stages. And the truth be told is that I would have this success, but I was so empty because I was like, I'm in this environment, and yes, I know I'm called to speak on stages, I'm called to impact people, but I knew that my message was wrong. I was out of alignment with my message because now I done perpetrated, I done came into this environment, I done took on the personality of this environment, meaning that I've abandoned my destiny and who I really am. So now I got to follow through on what's required over here, right? So if I'm rolling with the Romans over here, I got to speak the Roman language. So I can't really fully give my all in this environment because guess what? They don't want that. Like, I'm not making money over here because I'm operating in my destiny. I'm making money over here because I was chasing money. So now I got to preach money. So now I got to speak to money. Now I got to encourage everybody that you're going to make money. Now everything that I'm doing over here is about the money, when in actuality, people say they want money, but people need a heart change. They need transformation. They don't want just money. People want elevation in their life. They want community. They want all these things. And so, hold on, baby. Hold on, you can tell me when I'm done, okay? So people are over here like waiting for me to speak life, the real Nicole, but Nicole can't speak life over here. Nicole on stage called to close you in business. Nicole has called you to buy that product she promoting. Nicole has called you to sell you on the company that she telling you that you need to get in. Nicole ain't got no room on that stage to push to you God's agenda. She got that room on that stage to push to you that money agenda, which that money can lead to deception, and deception can lead to destruction, and destruction can lead to a total removal or abandonment of your destiny, right? So like this was where I was. So here you are. All right, Nicole. They used to call me Knick Knack back in the day. Knick Knack, you want to make that money. You want to rise to the top. You want to, you want to create that success. You made it. But now you're a fraud. You're a fraud over here because you cannot speak what you know you're called to speak that really is going to be what the people needed to hear, because you've misled them into an environment that is the total opposite of where you're called to lead people. So now your leadership is misleading people and putting them in a position of compromise, because you should be talking to people about them following their destiny, not chasing money. But because you're chasing money, what are you going to teach people? Chase them dollars, baby. Where them dollars at? Make it rain. So now everything is in this cycle, this vicious cycle of unfulfillment, destruction, emptiness, feeling like a fraud, upset, frustrated, just all this stuff. But hey, guess what? But we making money though, right? We making a lot of money. But we on stages though. But we real successful. Like, but we on flyers though, right? But you got a big following. But people follow you. But they like you. Like, like everybody when you speak, yeah. But they love. But it's like, but I am so out of order. I'm not doing anything that I know that I'm called to do, and I know that I am totally in the opposite vein of what God has ordained me and anointed me to do. And so, guess what? Well, although you climb all the way to the top of that ladder and you ride that coat of success in that environment, and you have this very superficial imagery of whatever you wanted to have, you got to come back down that ladder. You got to let it go, because I need you to come right back to where I told you to start. And I can't tell you how many times we done been in that boat, babe. Too many times. Too many times. And it's so funny. This last time, and I'm about to wrap this up, I can talk on and on and on about this, and we're going to be talking about this a lot more in the upcoming months. But here's what I've learned about God, right? Here's what I've learned about life. If you do not learn your lessons in the seasons in which you are being taught those lessons, and you keep repeating the same mistakes, guess what? You're going to keep repeating the same cycles. And then you'll find yourself on this roller coaster, what we call the treadmill of life, right? So think about a treadmill. What's the difference between running on a treadmill and running in real life? Well, in real life, my husband's a runner. When he goes running, he can come back, and his sweat is so different because he's outside pounding the pavement. He's moving, and he done went through the neighborhood and did 5 miles. where I might be on a treadmill and I may have ran, 5 miles, but I don't feel the same because guess what? I'm not going anywhere. I'm just running in place. It's a different mindset when you're running in real life on the road and you're running on a treadmill. What happens is most of these businesses, you're running on a treadmill, you're moving, you're sweating, but you're not going anywhere. And so you end up cycling, it's like the same mistake. It's like Groundhog Day. It's like the Twilight Zone. You can't get out of this same issue and you don't know why. It's because you keep missing the lesson. The lesson is that you keep chasing the same thing for the same reason that's putting you in the same position that's making you start over and over again. And guess what? You're not going to progress into what you're called to do until you abandon that thing that you know is not what you're called to do, and you follow what it is that you know you're called to do. You walk in that lane and you move in the pace and the assignment that you are called, not what everybody else doing, but you do what you are called to do, and you stop trying to keep up with the speed at which everyone is promoting, especially on social media, right? And so, in doing that, we had to break the cycle. But when you're breaking the cycle, guys, it is painful, baby. It is a process. It is a purging, because here's what happens. It's like when you think about a tree, and Jennifer Enders brought this to me yesterday, and I was like, Jen, that's so good. That's exactly where we're at. When you think about a tree, in order for it to grow tall and to be strong and to be sustainable, the roots have to dig deep underground. Okay, so you sow your seeds, you dig I don't know how to plant a tree, but I know that they dig up the ground, right? And they throw the seeds and they put the seeds deep, all right? And it gets watered, the sun comes, and it starts building that foundation, and the roots start kind of growing downward first to really create some depth to make it sustainable, that when it begins to grow and it gets big and wide and tall, it's strong enough to sustain hurricanes. It's strong enough to sustain, anything, a car hit it or whatever, right? But it creates depth. Most of us don't have the patience to sow our seeds in a way where we create depth. So what we do is we throw them just on top of soil real quick and get some little weeds. We're living a weed-based life, really quick, fast, things that sprout so fast, but they have no sustainability, no long-term growth, no nothing. And so we love that fast life, but in order to really create long-term sustainable success, your roots got to grow deep. And so what's happening now is we're growing our roots. It requires patience. It requires sacrifice. It requires compromise. It requires so many things, y'all. And I know that it's just a part of the process, but it is not fun. It is not sexy. It is not attractive. It is not something that people will give you 1 million likes on social media when you promote it. It's not fun. It's just not. Like it is. There's no other way around it. It's like an athlete. When an athlete has to get up every single day and go to practice, whether they're sick, whether they got a broken pinky, whether they got whatever. It's not fun when you got to go to practice. But what's fun is when you win the championship, right? It's real fun when you can celebrate, but you only can win a championship when you are willing to sacrifice the unsexy things that will help create success in whatever it is you're doing. And so I'm going through that pruning season and purging season now. And
it also takes the power to say no.
And what'd you say, babe?
It also takes the power to say no.
Yes, he said it takes the power to say no. So here's the deal. So here we are in this painful pruning season. When we say pruning, we got to remove all these fraudulent things that have been attached to my life from making all these decisions that were out of order, right? And when you're going through this pruning season and it's not fun, guess what happens? Something called temptation, right? The easy button, the easy way out. All these opportunities, all these promises, all these you real good, I know you can do this, all these let's partner up, we can make this happen. It's like the phone all of a sudden randomly starts ringing, and everything you need to give you that instant gratification that you're used to is on the other side of a phone call. or it's on the other side of a lead capture page, or it's on the other side of a webinar. It's something that sounds so simple that will kind of remove all my struggle and woes. And if I could just press that button, all of this will be gone. But here's what happens, guys. If you don't understand where you're supposed to be going, you don't know how to say no. But when you start getting clarity and you know that these things are great, they're not bad things, but they're not for me, and I gotta say no. When you start getting the strength to say no, what tends to happen now is you start building some deeper roots into where you are going and where you should be planted to really produce your own personal harvest. And you start putting yourself in position of confidence, of strength, of clarity. And also you give yourself an opportunity to be able to let people know how serious you are about where you're going. So guess what? The crowds start forming to see what's going to happen on the other side. And you know what I love about God? God loves to show off. He loves to show off. When you start standing your ground and you start telling people, nah, I'm focused, I'm staying in this lane right here, it becomes a testament to other people because they realize, like, dang, I'm not focused. I need to be focused too. Like, wow, they may not tell you that, but they're watching you. And they're saying to themselves, well, let me keep an eye on what you're doing. And next thing you know, you become an influencer because you were strong enough to stay in your lane that all of a sudden your phone gonna start blowing up because they gonna go through the cycle too. Everybody does. And they gonna start calling you like, Nick, when you was going through this, like, how did you handle it? Like, what do you think, you know? And now you have an audience that you become a mentor to, advisor to, a coach to, you know, a good peer to. You can help other people get through it because not enough people, guys, are strong enough to say no and stay in their lane and walk in their vein. And, you know, this ain't been fun. Trust me. Like, Kenya know. I be crying to Kenya. Vince know. You know, Michael Wood knows, Tina Wheeler knows that I call my folks, I be crying. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like it, but they like, Nick, it's just the process. God got something big on the other side. I'm like, but he need to hurry up. He needs to hurry. Like, God, come on now. Like, I got it. Like, we good now, right, God? Like, I got the lesson. Can we keep it pushing? And God is like, no, you got all the times that you denied what you were called to do. You've attached yourself to things that they've altered what I've called you to do, and I have to prune you to get rid of this fraudulent mindset, these fraudulent expectations, this fraudulent chase. I have to prune you from that because if I put you in a position where you're not prepared, but you are operating in where I've called you to be, guess what? You won't have solid roots. You won't have success. And a lot of us just can't handle that. So we keep pressing the easy button, fast button, right now button, quick button, quick. Can I get it quick? Can we have it quick? Can we do it quick? And God's like, well, you keep doing it. Let me know when you're ready, but you still gonna have to start from scratch. And so Kenya said it feels like death. It does feel like death, y'all. Like, man, it's like, Jesus, am I in a holding tank in a jail cell for 2 years? What? Like, what's going on? And so I share that with you guys because moving forward, I really want to speak to that. Like, how many people gonna come on here and tell you about that? People will come and tell you, I'm gonna show you 10 ways to become a millionaire overnight, and you're gonna make a whole lot of money real fast, real quick. Nah, man. Listen, the number one reason why I knew that I had to leave the previous industry that I was in is because it promotes a one-size-fits-all environment, meaning everybody do the same thing the same way, and there's no unique route to go. But here's what I know, and here's what I've learned. All of us have a calling on our lives. All of us have a destiny. Good to see you, Don Rico. I'm glad it helped you, man. I adore you. Coop is like, what's up, bro? What's up? He loves him some Don Rico, y'all. If you are in Round Rock or you ever go to Austin, Texas, go look up Don Rico at Cracker Don Donuts. The best food ever. We love him. We love you and the wife. So, hey, good to see you. But yeah, it's Baltashar. I would love to help you guys endure the process, right? Because we are so good at the hype. We always sell the story, but we don't tell people. We always sell the glory, rather, but we don't tell people the true story. And then we see these results and we see this success, And then, but when you go through the process, nobody talks about it. Nobody says anything, right? They don't tell you the truth about the pain, the tears, the look. We were so happy yesterday because we got a budget so differently now in this season that Aldi, y'all, if you don't shop at Aldi, go to Aldi, A-L-D-I. I'm so grateful they build 900 stores in the U.S. It's so much cheaper than most of these other places, but it's like we got to live differently. We got to budget differently. We got to do things differently. It's a sacrifice, a big sacrifice. And what I was saying was the reason why I left the industry I was in before, I could be making millions of dollars in that industry. I love the network marketing industry, but I'm not called to speak to you and tell you that there's only one lane to your success. I'm called to help you connect with what you know you're called to do and help you create your path that's going to help you create your success in your lane, what it is that you are assigned to do on this earth. And so, when I'm in conflict with my environment because I'm saying one thing and then everybody else is saying something else, it's just not enough room for the both of us. So I had to walk away because I don't want to teach people that this is the only way. Sometimes when I was in network marketing, I would tell people like, this ain't for you. You shouldn't be doing this. What is it that God is saying? I would do that. I would tell my team all the time, like, listen, you need to know what your vision is. And if you want to leverage this as an opportunity to help financially, that's fine. But you need to know what God has called you to do. You need clarity. You need to walk in your lane because there's nothing worse than being in environments that you're not called to be in and you suck at it and you become insecure. It messes with your confidence. You feel like you're failing. You're not making the progress you want, and people make you feel less than, and people make you feel like, you just whatever. You feel like a peon in the crowd, and it just preys on your confidence and your self-esteem. Next thing you know, you think you suck at everything. You think you can't do good at nothing. You start doubting everything about yourself, and you start going from standing tall to, just whatever it is. It's so different. It's so different when you don't walk in your lane versus when you do. And so anyway, I really, really wanted to help you guys get this sense of clarity because like I said, I'll be releasing something called the Focus Formula, and I'm so proud of this. I think it's like a little couple pages. It's probably one of the most exciting things that I'll be releasing, and it's not even a big deal. It's just a freebie, but it's a little template where you can see, here's where I am, here's where I want to be, and we just show you what you need to do to get there. Because I think all of us are just overwhelmed with all the noise, and it's just crowded. It's a lot of people who telling you one thing and it ain't got nothing to do with what you should be doing, and it's just all kind of stuff out there. And I want to become a part of the solution, help you guys endure your process to get to your success, to build on your journey, and really create a community around that. And then and I just feel like I'm doing what I'm called to do finally. All right, so here I'm gonna wrap this up. If you like this video, guys, and you know somebody who needs to hear it, share it. It definitely needs to get out there and get to other people. But I am opening up an opportunity so I can start hearing where the needs are and really assessing what people want to do and accomplish. I'm going to be rolling some things out. We're going to do some live events. I'm excited. We're going to start doing live events in different cities. We're going to have some mastermind weekends coming up where you come. We're going to have a series of people just really to help pour into you for your path and your journey. And just create a community. We need each other. Like, you really need a peer group of people to call on, even if it's to cry. I've been calling a lot of people lately to cry. Like, I can't take it. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, right? And so, give it to me, baby. So we all need a peer group. I'm gonna put it in this thing here. We all need a peer group, and we really.
Can I have some of this?
Not yet. Just wait, son. And we want to create that community for you in that arena with not a lot of hype, y'all. I am going to be talking a lot about how to work from home. My mom calls me all the time. She's meeting people who are struggling, single parents, folks who live in very highly inflated cities like my city where I'm from, Los Angeles, and people are looking for ways to make money from home. And I know the economy is shifting, unfortunately. Thank you, number 45, for that. And so I want to be able to be a source, a resource for you guys on how do you really, really make money from home. And I don't mean like a business opportunity, a network marketing company or anything like that. Those are fine too. Actually, I like network marketing, especially if it's something that falls in alignment, guys, do it. Like I'm so loving, like it's a lot of great things that are happening in the industry. You just got to know what is good for you, right? But really helping to be a resource to let people know, you know, there are companies out there like Live Ops where you can do calls, where you can do phone stuff for AT&T and Disney and Barnes and Noble, all these people. There's just so many opportunities that a lot of people don't know, and I do. Like, I have all this crazy information in my head, and so we'll start doing some free resource stuff where I'll be sharing with you guys opportunities to get jobs. I know Amazon is hiring a lot of people right now. They just acquired Whole Foods, all these different things. So stay tuned. We're going to create that community to help people get on their feet. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to not have enough money to really take care of your family, and I want to help become a solution for you guys to learn how to really take care of your families. All right. So for those of you that are entrepreneurs, when you take your business to the next level, you need a sense of clarity. You need a path. I'm opening up 5 spots to do some one-on-one clarity coaching, and really just to spend some time and talk to you guys. I'm beginning to build some things out, but I want to do it based on the needs that you have. Okay, so not just, you know, I'm gonna create something because I know everybody gonna buy it. No, I'm gonna create stuff that people is really gonna be solutions to the needs that you have. And so I have, thank you, Kenya, I have 5 spots available for one-on-one sessions. Guys, these are usually $500 an hour, and people, yes, they do pay me that. But I have taken 70% off to make it affordable. Yes, you have to pay for it because I want serious people. Like, I ain't got time to kick rocks. And I opening up 5 sessions at NicoleSCooper.com/summer consult. Kenya just posted it in the comment section. I'll post it again on this video. And if you want to hop on the phone with me, we spend 60 minutes. My focus is clarity. Creating, hold on, Carson. Clarity, creating your path, figuring out what is your focus path, what should your focus formula be, meaning what steps do you need to take so that you can start creating more cash flow in your business. I am a strategist, that's what I do. I help a lot of companies with operations, really creating income strategies. It's like a lot of stuff y'all don't know I do that I do. That I know will be helpful. I just never promote it, and I'm going to start really doing a lot more promotion of that on the other side. You'll see us doing a lot more real business events, guys, not these hokey pokey stuff, like really teaching you what it takes to build a team in your business, how to outsource, putting a CPA in your business, making sure you guys are legal, just a lot of stuff. It's just a lot of things that we just don't know, and a lot of people don't tell you that because they're too busy selling you the hype and the nonsense and the BS. And we're not going to be those people. I vow not to be those people. My husband is like, look, like, we too grown for this now. It's time to get on track with where we're supposed to be. And I just hit 40 and I just don't have time for it. You know, I ain't got time for them games. That's for, you know, fresh out of high school people who got energy to waste, and, you know, I don't have anything. Not a bad thing for being fresh out of high school, but it's time to get serious and hunker down. So come on to Orlando. So I'm doing an event, guys, in Atlanta with Colleen Otero, my sister, and Jennifer Enders. I think it's July. Gosh, I'll post it on my wall. CEO Chicks. Check out CEO Chicks. I love them. Beautiful community. Actually, a great community to connect with. So, Rochelle, I do need to do something in Orlando. I'm going to get with Colleen and we'll put something together. She's always doing amazing events. And so, you guys stay tuned for that. I definitely doing some stuff in Atlanta. Definitely want to hit up some of these other amazing cities, and we'll talk about that soon. But make sure you guys check out the event we're doing in Atlanta. Gosh, July, I don't know. I posted a flyer up. I think it's the 16th or the 15th, 16th, with CEO Chicks, okay? But if you want to get this consultation, I only got 5 spots, y'all. I don't have a lot of time. So first 5 people, once we're sold out, we're sold out. You can head on over to NicoleSCooper.com/summer consult, CONSULT. Okay, and you can lock your spot and book your appointment, and we will meet. And I gotta go. I got a coaching call right now. Gotta go. Bye, y'all. See you later. I'll put the link in the post. Say bye, everybody. Bye. Where you at, Chloe? They can't see you. You say bye.
Bye.
All right. Okay. See y'all later. Bye, y'all.